Hello everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we'll be talking about my Berklee audition. Let's get straight into it. So, if you're watching this video, I bet you already watched 100,000 videos about Berklee audition prior to this one, so you probably know what to expect. So I'm not here to talk about that. I'm here to talk about my experience, how I got my scholarship, and my tips for you so that you can succeed in your audition. You can get a scholarship, hopefully, or you can just feel more relaxed about it, because I think you should. But let's go back a little bit. I had 2 auditions. First one was during my last year of high school. Classic scenario, you know, I signed up on the website, did all the application, they sent me a date. I flew to Houston and I had my audition there, and my prepared piece was Body and Soul, I don't know,
some jazz tune,
and I sang it to a track. It was so bad. I was so stressed out. I was not even thinking about the emotions, and my solo was bad. And tip number 1, have fun with it. Practice it enough so that when you go into your audition, you can forget that it's an audition and perform the piece, not perform it for audition, but perform as if you were at a concert. The more natural you are and happy, the better is going to be for you. So that audition, okay, I had it. It wasn't the best. I did get in, but I didn't get a scholarship. That's fine, because I had 2 years to prepare for my next audition. During those 2 years, I attended a different university called UNT. There, I prepared for my second audition. My audition was in February. I already picked my tune in November, 4 months ahead of time, and I started practicing it then. Listening to the tune, preparing it, so then when I go there, I forget about all the preparation and I just have fun with it. Okay, here's my little secret tip, maybe spark of creativity for you.
Wow!
On how I approach my second audition. So I thought, okay, there will be hundreds of people coming in that day. So how can I stand out? I only have 5 minutes to do so. I decided to do 2 songs during my audition. Yes, I did 2 songs in 5 minutes. The first song I chose was a super fast swing tune called Tight. The fast swing tune that maybe took 3 minutes, and then the remaining 2 minutes I sat at a piano, played my song to show that I'm a singer-songwriter and I can do both. Another thing that I did differently, well, I didn't think it was different, but apparently it is something that was different at the time. When I was auditioning, I brought my band with me. My guitar player, my bass player, and a drummer. When we got into the room, 2 people that were, judging the audition were very surprised that I actually brought my own band, because people usually bring tracks or, things like that. The reason why I did it is because I felt more comfortable. First of all, they were my friends, so when they were with me, not only that I felt that I'm performing, like the actual performance, because I have never performing with a track, and second of all, I just felt more comfortable because I knew them, and I knew that if they're in the room with me, they were giving me all this warmth and good energy and good vibes, believing in me. It also impressed the people that I was auditioning for. I think you should pick something that you sound the best on. Maybe you're a metal bass player. Who knows? Then do that rather than picking a pop tune just because you think that's better for Berklee. No, it's not. And I know people give that advice in a lot of videos that I watched prior to making my own. But it's really true, and I want to emphasize that, because the whole thing about Berklee is the more unique you are and the more niche you have of your own, the better it is for you, because they're looking for unique people, because they want to have that diversity within Berklee. You know what I mean? I hope you know what I mean. Okay, let's move on. The next thing that I would encourage you to practice is, once you know all the requirements, so you know that there will be sight reading, that there will be like melody repetition, practice that a lot until you get it in your heart, deep in your heart. You go in and you don't have to think about it, but the more you prepare for it, the better it is for you. It can only help you get a bigger scholarship. That's my advice on the whole audition. Be creative. Doesn't mean you can't sing or play to a track. That's not what I'm saying. But if you're doing that, make sure that the tune you pick represents really who you are. The second part is the interview. I watched some videos before making my own, and people say don't prepare for that part, just go for it, be yourself. Maybe that works for them, but to be honest with you, I actually practiced my interview for Berklee. Just like imagine this is a job interview in a way. Some of the questions were, for example, do you have any experience with technology? What is the major you're thinking of doing? Why do you think you could be a good fit? You would be a good fit for Berklee. Just Google, like, what can they ask you? I bet Google, Uncle Google, will tell you. My mom would FaceTime me from Poland, and she'd be like, okay, Basia, it's time to practice your interview. I was like, yeah, okay, it's time to practice the interview. And she would ask me the question, and I would answer it to her. That way, when I got to the interview, and they were asking similar questions, maybe not the exact same questions, I wasn't so stressed out, like, ugh, what can I say, you know? But because I had it in my mind, like somewhere in the back of my mind, like the key things I wanted to say, because I knew how important this part is. For example, you are active on social media and you've been doing super cool covers and you get attention on them, and you know, you have experience with that. How are they going to know it if you don't tell them, right? So if you think that's something that's important and it's a big part of you, mention it. Well, they have hundreds of people. I don't think they're gonna go one by one and check everybody's like Instagram, social media, and what's your presence in the music scene, you know? So this is your time to shine. Just don't be shy, tell them about your accomplishments. Another thing, they will always leave room for questions at the end of their interview, and I think you should always have a question prepared. My scholarship was big enough that I didn't have to worry too much about paying for Berklee. You know, I don't have any student loans, which is a miracle. Like the biggest blessing to graduate from Berklee with zero loan. So if you can wait even a year, Berklee is not closing in 2 years. You have time to improve, and trust me, with time you can only get better if you practice, of course. Bring them enjoyment, because the more entertaining you are and the more emotions you give, the better, I think. I wanted to do this video just because I had 2 Berklee auditions and they were completely different. So I hope I was helpful, and I hope I gave you some things to think about. But if you have any more questions and I probably forgot about something, then you can always message me either in the comment section. You can also message me on Instagram. I always respond, and my Instagram is @baga.music. So you can message me there and I'll get back to you for sure. I wish you all the best of luck at your audition. I know you can do it, and I believe in you, and if you practice, then I'm more than sure that you will be just fine. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, if you have any questions, let me know below or on my Instagram. I hope to connect with you, and I will see you in the next video really, really soon, I hope. Bye bye.